What's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Boxing. We back again with another one. We got this pre-gaming show for you guys for this upcoming fight week, June 19th through the 21st. So, got some good stuff, man, on tap for you guys. Before I get into that, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Much appreciated. We're going to get straight to it. So, the WBC is having their Grand Prix tournament phase 2. So they're gonna do this in Saudi. They did the other one, they did the first phase maybe like 2 months ago. It was a lot of fights. You know what I'm saying? It was long, but they narrowed it down to like 64. They got 4 weight classes. And we'll see how it go. Here's the bracket right here. You know what I'm saying? So the WBC has implemented some rules and stuff for this tournament. You know, so they got a 30-second clapper, they got open scoring, little stuff like that they like to implement. But I actually think it's good for the younger fighters to get a look because you got fighters from all across the world in this. So if you guys want to tap in, it'll be this weekend on the Zone, June 19th through the 21st. So you guys can definitely check it out for sure. Wild Sports Betting in the building. What's good? Salute to you. Marlon Prince in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Yes, sir. All right, so we got this one right here. I'm waiting for this one. Brian Norman Jr. versus Jen Sasaki, June the 19th. It's an early morning start. I believe the telecast will start at 4 a.m. on the East Coast, so you guys got to get up for that. And I want to say Brian Norman ring walk is like 7 o'clock on the East Coast. So we'll see. They got like 4 fights on the undercard. They got another world title fight, a vacant title fight between Kristen Arenia versus Simstry, the top fighter. They fighting for the vacant IBL title. They got like 4 fights total, so you guys want to get up early and tap in. I know the majority of us, we're going to be waiting for Brian Norman. So that's what it is. Just Do Boxing in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. So yeah, man, I like this fight though. It's interesting, because Brian Norman, making his second title defense. He's a young world champion, like 24. He made a defense in March. He stopped Derek Cuevas. You know what I'm saying? Pretty dominant fashion. I think he stopped him with a jab, or like a little swivel jab. He's a strong guy. You know what I'm saying? I think he's big for the way he's strong and muscular. You know what I'm saying? And he's athletic. So it's gonna be tough to be the guy like that that's hungry and want to prove himself as the number one guy. We know Boots is moving up to 54, so this will kind of solidify Brian Norman as the number one guy, and after Boots. Jay Sasaki is a solid fighter. Good puncher. He's kind of durable. He been stopped one time. He got stopped by Andy Harako. Andy Harako is Gary Antoine Russell's mandatory, and that's who he probably fight next. You know what I'm saying? Because that mandatory is due. But Sasaki is strong. He's strong. He's gonna come to fight. I think this fight gonna be interesting. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be interesting. I like Brian Norman in the fight. I think he actually get more confidence as a champion. To go over there and not really feel no type of way to go fight in Japan, you gotta have some type of confidence. So we're gonna see. Early morning, June the 19th, Brian Norman Jr. defending his WBO title against Jen Sasaki. It should be a fun fight. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Friday night on the Zone, we got this LA Fight Night series. With some up and coming guys. We got some notable guys on the card as well. Leonardo Ruiz is on the card. That's an RGBA fighter. David Stevens is going to headline against Petro Kamalkov. So, that should be a fun fight. David Stevens always bringing that smoke for sure. And there's a bunch of other young guys in the local area in Long Beach. So Stevens, I'm not sure if he's still with Golden Boy, but he has last couple fights with them. He has signed with them. He lost to Beck the Bully his last fight. He got knocked out by Joshawn James, and then he had like up and down performances. But he's a strong puncher. and he always bring good fights. He's trained by Running Shields, so he's facing Kamakov. This is gonna be a fun fight. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fun. So you guys can tap into it Friday night, June the 20th, live on the Zone. All right, here's a matchroom show for you for the weekend. It's from the UK, headlined by Galal Ufai versus Francisco Rodriguez. This is a WBC interim title fight. Ufai is the interim champion. So he's the mandatory for Kenshiro Tajiri, the unified champion at 112. This is gonna be a fun fight. Francisco Rodriguez is bringing it. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're gonna get more on that. On this undercard, it's a solid undercard. Peter McGrail has a late replacement. He's not Balata. Balata, if you know him, you know he's the upset king. He fights in the UK, pretty much exclusively, and he be beating these up and coming guys. He's coming off an upset victory. So watch out for that fight. It's a late replacement. Shabazz Masood, the good southpaw boxer, he had to pull out of the fight. So Balada, look, when I seen him as a replacement, I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he's known for doing that. Peter McGrail is a good fighter, though. You know what I'm saying? And it should be good. He's going to get tested, put it like that. If he was to stop Balada early or something like that, bro, that'd be a nice little feather. Conor Walker versus Liam Taylor. That's a British welterweight title. Pat Brown is on the card. He's the cruiserweight up and coming. Aaron Bowen. So it's like a lot of young guys for Matchroom. But the main event, though, it's going to be good. Ufai is action packed. You know what I'm saying? Let his hands go. You seen what he did to Sonny Edwards. He retired him off the sport, beat up on him. He got a fun style. You know what I'm saying? Real fun. He really let his hands go. Rodriguez is a tough, sturdy Mexican warrior. You know what I'm saying? Been around the block. He's a tough fighter. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you just gonna come beat up on him. You gotta beat it up out of him. So that's gonna be fun. The winner of this is in line for big fights. Galal Ufai is the mandatory for Kenshiro. That's a big fight for him. Even going up to fight Bam. If Bam can't get unification after the 19th of July, maybe Galal Ufai is a guy that Bam will be interested in. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? This is a good fight. Dank Father in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Appreciate you coming through. All right, so we got some off the radar. The next three, that's kind of like under the radar type shit. You have Trayshawn Wiggins. He got a top 15 ranking in the welterweight division with the WBA. He just left Don King, so he wanted, you know what I'm saying, the few. And he's about to start his new journey. He's gonna face Dakota Linger. Linger is a journeyman type of guy. Been around for a while. He fought just about every prospect. He got upset victory over Kurt Scooby not too long ago. So this fight is at welterweight. I like Trayshawn. Trayshawn is straight. He's a good fighter. Southpaw, solid. He got 6 losses, but you gotta watch him fight. He actually a good, crafty fighter. And sometimes a lot of these guys are late bloomers. But if you look at that 6 on his box rate, bro, that shit don't do it justice. He can actually fight. He gave Hitchens one of his tougher fights. You know what I'm saying? All right, moving on. We have the return of Jojo Diaz, former world champion, turned into a journeyman. He's fighting in Mexico. So we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen with Jojo. He been on like a downslide, a couple losses in a row. That really looked that good. I smell facts in the air. Oh yeah, yes sir. What's good with you, bro? Emma Queen in the building. Salute. He said my sources said Pacquiao would vacate once he beat Barrios. Um, maybe. What about Suleiman Sissoko? What ask your sources about Suleiman Sissoko because he won an eliminator with the WBC, and that shit long awaited. He was supposed to fight. Uh, You remember Cody Crawley? The WBC and the IBF simultaneously ordered Cody Crawley to fight eliminators or to fight for the mandatory. He had an option to fight the WBC eliminator versus Sissoko or go fight Boots for the IBF mandatory. He chose Boots, but he couldn't make it to the fight because of his eye. Sissoko turned around and beat Mean Machine in a final eliminator. Ask them what's going to happen with Sissoko if that happens, because he deserves an interim title or a piece of the title. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me know, bro. Yes, sir. Let me know. Yeah, JoJo. JoJo. He coming off losses and he's turned to. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that for sure. He's turned to like a journeyman type shit at a certain level. So we'll see how he look coming back. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be in Mexico. All right, here's another one under the radar. So this is Rashidi Ellis, the main guy on the card, welterweight contender. He got a top 10 ranking in the WBO. Good fighter. It's ironic that he's fighting on the same week as Brian Norman because I actually like that fight. But Rashidi Ellis is back. He's facing a guy. I think his name is Joseph Ruiz. This is a guy he should beat. And Rashidi is he's a good contender too. So with that division being wide open, Rashidi can make a move. You know what I'm saying? He can make a move. We've been staying active doing the TCL, you know what I'm saying, Team Comeback League, keeping busy, staying in shape. Now he's having a 10 rounder this week. So yeah, bro. I think Rashid Ellis, you can mention his name in the mix now. Because I believe it's wide open. Even though Brian Norman may be number one, Barrios, whoever, right? It's wide open, and that's what makes divisions good. Even though they might not have a big name quality and big name recognition, but when it's parity, it actually made the division good. You know what I'm saying? I think right now, 147 got parity because with Boots, he was way on another side of the country, and everybody else was still he on the West Coast, and everybody else on the East Coast trying to catch up with him. You know what I'm saying? They ain't cut that off. Ain't nobody in Texas. Just use that analogy. So he was so far ahead of those guys. Now with him off the picture, it evens up a little bit. So let's see. All right, we got the return of Colin Wash. He's an up and coming star, Irish fighter, very fun, entertaining, got mic skills. I mean, he can be a star. I kind of liken him of like a John Duddy type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They can sell out the theater. He actually did a better number than Hitchens and Cambosis when he last fought at the theater. And he fought in Ireland too. Had that shit rocking and rolling. So Calvin Wash is he's a world rated guy in the WBC and the IBF. Southpaw, fun, likes to bring that heat. He got a lot of knockouts. He's facing Elias Espadis. Espadis been in the ring with a lot of up and coming guys. Xana Zayas, to mention. Callum Watch and Xana Zayas down the line would be kind of like a blockbuster in NYC. Irish, Puerto Rican. So they looking towards that. But yeah, first things first, Espadis is tough. You know what I'm saying? He's been stopped before, but he's tough. He's rugged. He's going to bring it. I like Kyle Wash. This can be a nice little statement if he can get this guy out of there earlier than what Xander did. You got Kane Sandoval on the card, too, another good young fighter at 140. So, yeah, you can catch this card on UFC Fight Pass if you guys tap in and shit. And also, I want to mention this. Callum Wash, I mentioned this before on one of my shows, but Callum Wash is locked in with Dana White. So if he wins in a spectacular fashion, I wouldn't be surprised if you get an undercard spot on that Canelo and Crawford undercard because they're looking for new up and coming talent and Dana White is actually promoting that card. So I wouldn't be surprised with Callum Wash on that card. So we'll see. But I like him though. If you guys haven't seen him fight, bro, he's actually fun. Tap in with him. He's fun. All right. So here's a show on ESPN Plus. Top Rank Rising Star Promotions. Rising Star is headed by Thomas Cornflake Lamana. So he been a promoter, but he's actually the lead promoter in this event. Vito Melnicki is making a hometown fight in Newark. Against Garzeslak from Poland. So both of these guys are rated in the WBO. Melnicki is coming off a draw to Colin Coyle. That was a good fight. I mean, he signed with Top Rank. He done had like 4 fights on Top Rank in like inside of a year. And Nicky is, he fun. He can fight too. He's with Ronnie Shields. Good boxer puncher. He's still young in the game. Got a loss and got a draw. And he's one of those guys that's up and down too. He'd be looking real good. Like before he left PBC, he was looking real good. Then he left. He had an okay performance on Tyrant. They had two so. So yeah, man. This is for Nicky to bounce back and have a good performance in his hometown. This is one of the last shows that ESPN is doing with Top Rank. So yeah, bro, y'all gotta get it while y'all can, for sure. He be the face of TKO. He may be. He may be. I know he signed with 360 Promotion, but they work together. So yeah, that's why all his fights on UFC Fight Pass. That makes sense. Crayola Traveler, what's good with you, bro? Salute. Appreciate you coming through. Yes, sir. Salute to you guys. Dante in the building. Salute. Here's the undercard. Damian Kimbia, Polish guy. He's a co-main event. He's on the card, one of the top ranked heavyweights. You have Brandon Lee on the card, he haven't fought in a while. Ali Phillips, he's on the card, heavyweight prospect. Manny Chance, that's the New Jersey guy from East Orange. So he's making this is his second fight. Southpaw, real slick. He looked good in his first fight. But the fight I'm looking forward to the most, and I'm sure you guys are too. Jihad Tucker versus Truck Simpson. This is a 50-50 fight to me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of hard to call because you kind of basing it off of like potential and what you think gonna happen. But Jihad Tucker, let's look at it. He's real active with his punches, throw a lot of punches. He fights with a low guard, his left hand always down. But he's tricky, unorthodox. He throw a lot of shots from different angles. I don't know if he's a big puncher, but I think he's a solid puncher. But he got a lot of antics in the corner and a lot of shit. Sometimes he don't listen to his corner. But what he has proven that he's a dog. I remember that fight he fought that guy where he got hurt early and he fought his way through and dogged his way through a victory. So we know he got that in his back pocket. But he can box a little bit and he can get down with you. You know what I'm saying? I like Jihad Tucker, but I feel like he's missing something to go to the next level. Maybe he finds that in this fight against Truck Simpson. Southpaw, strong, good boxer puncher. He have up and down performances too, as a lot of these young guys do. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I think Truck he came up he got two bad decisions. I thought he lost to Vlad Hernandez. But the other one, I think the one was, he got 2 losses, right? So the one he lost to, I think his name was Rico Santana, some shit like that. I thought he won that fight, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So I think when a lot of people are breaking these fights down, we don't really, we just go to BoxRec. A lot of people, you can tell who just go to BoxRec and just see the record and say, oh, he got 2 losses, and I thought the Vlad Hernandez fight he lost. I thought he got all worked down the stretch. But that other fight, the second fight he lost, I thought he won that shit, bro. I thought he won that. But nevertheless, this is a good fight. These guys got a little back and forth going on. So hopefully that translate in the ring. I know Tucker will be bringing that shit. Simpson, I think Simpson may be the more technically sound guy, maybe. I don't know. We ain't really seen. I think Truck ain't lived up to the hype that it came with. Being under the wing of Tank Davis and shit like that. But he is a good fighter. It's gonna be a good fight, for sure. It's gonna be a good fight. Yeah, Jihad Tucker. Yeah, Nikolai. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. That was a setup fight too, because they were trying to. That guy is a stablemate of Xander Zayas, and he got in trouble for missing weight, then calling out Xander. So he was jumping, jumping the queue. So they gave him Xander's sparring partner, and he damn near got him up out of there. But Jihad showed a lot of heart and shit like that. So, yeah, man, we're going to see. This is going to be fun, though. I'm looking forward to it, for sure. So that's what it is, man. I can recap real quick and we can close it out. We're gonna start back with the WBC Grand Prix and Riyadh season. So doing like 3 or 4 days of boxing each tournament. I mean each weight class. So here's the bracket. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it's a lot of damn fights. This is the second phase. The first phase was long as hell. That shit was all day. All right. Then we have on the 19th, early in the morning from Japan, we got Brian Norman Jr. making his second title defense against Jen Sasaki. I think these guys' styles match up real well. I think it matches up real well. It should be fun. I like Brian Norman in this fight. Then we have Friday on the zone, Stevens versus Kamakov. So, pretty fun fight. I know Stevens always bringing that smoke. And this is something to look out for on Friday night because I don't think we have no boxing on Friday. So, yeah, for sure. Tap in with this on the zone. Then we have a Matchroom show Saturday, June 21st. I like the main event. It's good. Galal U5 versus Francisco Rodriguez. WBC interim title. That's going to be fun. 112 pounds. I like Peter McGrail. He got an interesting fight versus a late replacement, Anat Balata. That's going to be tough. You know what I'm saying? Connor Walker. You got Pat Brown, Aaron Bowen. So you got some of the young guys from the Matchroom stable on the card. Trayshawn Wiggins. He's a world-rated contender in the WBA, so he's coming back. First fight after leaving Don King, so he's looking to stay active against upset-minded Dakota Linger. So yes, sir, that's gonna be in Pennsylvania. We have the return of Jojo Diaz, former world champion. They're trying to turn his ass into a journeyman, but he's going to Mexico to kind of get his groove back. We got Rashidi Ellis fighting in his hometown in Massachusetts. He's a welterweight contender, somebody to look out for because with the like I said, 147 wide open with the exit of boots, Sheedy can get in there now. You know what I'm saying? He got the skill set to get up in there. So we're gonna see. Calvin Wash, I'm always excited to see him because he brings that youthness, that spark, got that swag. He's gonna be a future star in the sport. He's fighting on UFC Fight Pass June 21st. Tap in with that, and then this is the Thomas Lamona card, Cornflake, and he working with Top Rank. Got a bunch of Top Rank fighters on the card, but this is Melnicki Jr. Vito Melnicki is back, coming off a draw, fighting his hometown. You can catch this live on ESPN Plus. Got a fun card. Got some good notable names, like I mentioned. Brandon Lee is back. We haven't seen him in a long ass time. Felez, the heavyweight, Manny Chance, and I believe the best fight of the card, Jihad Tucker versus Truck Simpson. So it should be a fun weekend of boxing. Not like big names, but we got boxing every day basically. Start Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it should be dope. Hopefully everybody tap in with it. Trail Hill, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. I believe you guys with that, man. Hopefully everybody is tapped in. They're good to go with the boxing, the fights. If you got any questions, you guys can tap in with. You guys can tap in on my website. I got the schedule up. So you answer all my questions. Let's get it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Glad I can help. Salute to you. Salute to you, Wide Sports Betting. Y'all go check her out on her YouTube channel. If you guys trying to bet, trying to get some good clues, and you want some insight on this betting, y'all go tap in with Wide Sports Betting. She got you covered for sure. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with everybody, support everybody with this boxing shit. YouTube is all fun. You know what I'm saying? We just out here trying to do the thing and put our insight and put our knowledge, you know what I'm saying, what we got to bring to the game. So it's all fun. All right. So yeah, man, with that said, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Thank you guys for coming. That's my time, and I'm out.